And I'm gonna pop down to the travel lines because they did appear up here while we were kind of looking at um, each individual digit and the X markers. And looking down at your own, so the travel lines are the base of your palm and the wrist connectors. And so far you've been very successfully living what was planned. So you've already planned for yourself a very adventurous spirit, sort of the love of travel. Um, and that's really seen from this really deep line that goes right across directly under your palm. So it's on both, so it's reinforced. And the reason why I keep drawing that your attention is on both is when it's still so prominent, even in the lived soul plan, soul journey. That means that you have an opportunity to or work or live somewhere abroad or like in a foreign land. So that just means like not in your home country or state. Um, so not necessarily like overseas, but just outside of Morocco. Um, it can be elsewhere in Africa, and yeah, in Africa for just an extended period of time. Um, I don't see any of the markers on either hand that you'll not enjoy it. Sometimes there are indicators that it's something that you don't willingly do and therefore you don't enjoy it. I don't see that. So the fact that you're controlling your destiny, I think that any time spent working elsewhere definitely is your decision. Um, but that's pretty prominent. So definitely going to happen. I would say, uh, if it's not one time for a fairly prolonged time, you'll probably have a few of those moments throughout your career and your lifetime where you spend an extended period of time. So this could be like 3 to 6 months elsewhere working, and then you kind of go back home. The fact that your lifelines, and that's plural because there's actually two eventually, and I'll get into into the why behind that. They actually collect here under your thumb up with your travel lines. And when that happens, that's an indication of a relocation in the second half of your life. So this is after the age of 50. Um, Usually, most people, this is like a retirement relocation. Like in Canada, we call them snowbirds, which is when we leave to retire in a warmer climate. Uh, That's just how bad winter is. I don't like winter. Love Canada, don't like winter. Anyways, so it's a sign of retirement years. But um, just kind of looking at the mixture and varying lengths of your travel lines and sort of the rest of the story that's being told down here. Um, you're probably likely to relocate before retirement years. I'm not sure why. We'd probably have to like pull tarot cards to get that story, but I'm not drawn to do that. So I feel like your energy is just not interested in that right now. Which, again, it's later in life, anyways. It's after the age of 50, so don't really need to talk about it right now. I usually only do a 20 years um, range with palms, anyways. So we'd be looking at the 20s to 40s for you. But just something to be aware of. It's an opportunity because you're controlling your destiny. So who knows? You might change that. Um, Going back to the fact that you have various lines uh, in terms of like length, depth, how faint they are, how deep they are. So this shows a nice mixture of types of trips and adventures. So this is anything from short getaways, planned vacations, those work trips, long distance versus short distance, road trips. You just have a nice combination of them throughout your lifetime. But this is also an indicator that you probably have like what we call a bucket list of destinations and places you want to go and things you want to do. And you're really going to focus your life around striking those places off your list, which is probably why your travel lines are more pronounced in your palm than your actual fate line, your career line. So, you know, your career's there. It's not that you don't enjoy it, you don't love it, but, you know, and ranking things that are important to you to make a good life. You know, career isn't higher than exploring the world, having adventures, you know, exposing yourself to different cultures. Again, that kind of learning, right? It's learning and seeing things and having, you know, social activities, all the things that you love, um, higher, more priority over, you know, a career path.